Hello, hello! Welcome back for day 3 of this week. So, today we are doing the Water Fairy, which is, of course, blue and turquoise. Which is going to be fun. My eyes are a little uneven. Anywho. Of course, that color's not there. Here. Now I'm going to use pink on right out here outside. So that's what we're doing first. Put the pink down a little bit and then we will start in with the blues. Alright, so I'm just putting a very light pink to blend it out later. And I'm going to do my brows a blue color. So we're playing with blues again today, but more, bigger and more. So, it's going to be fun. Hey, hey, hey! Miss Esmeralda. I love your name. Fun fact, I was gonna do Esmeralda from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I think that's her name. I think I'm still doing her. I think I took her off. I'm not sure. Just because there's not very much to do. You know, I like Disney characters, but some of them just don't have a whole lot of makeup. If that makes sense. Alright. Now, we're going to go in with Fancy and Thankful. And then I have palette 4 over here. And I have palette 7. And actually, maybe we should start with palette 4. No, not palette 4. I mean palette 7. See where the road leads us. No, I like this. And we'll blend in. Okay. No, I like it. I like my plan. Of which I don't really have a plan. We're just kind of doing this as we go. And I did put eye primer down. You should do a butterfly. Your look last night was really, really good. Really good. And the only way you can get better is if you challenge yourself. You know. Last year, I did a tiger. And at first I was like, wow, this like really sucked. And I really didn't do very well. And then I go and look back at the pictures, and people seem to like it. And I was like, wow. So then I look back on it and I'm like, wow, that looks really good. So I always think, you know, sometimes we may not think our looks look good now, but then later on we're going to look at it and go, wow, that was really good. Wow, I'm a writer, and I do that with my writing too. Like, I'll look at stuff that I wrote like 10 years ago and it's like, well, I thought it was crap. I always think it's crap. That's just part of being creative. You tend to think your whatever you create, you tend to think it's not very good. But later on, that's not bad. I don't really. I should. I used to do that on, I think it wasn't Yahoo. It was Google. But then Google changed the way that they did it, and like with AdSense and everything, so I took it off. Or they ended it, or they, I don't remember what they did, but I don't F with them anymore. Okay, I did that blue. I want to do palette 7. I'm going to do the blue from palette 7. Because it's so pretty. I like Thankful too. I don't have a blog, but I do, well, I haven't written in a while. Because I've been trying to focus on this, which was supposed to be a side hustle to pay for me to do like writing stuff. But I write horror fiction, so I write adult horror fiction. I have a couple stories that I've done that I have continuing, you know. Not really ever finished with them. Yeah, but I did, I used to. I haven't. I don't know. We were gonna get a blog, and like do like a lifestyle blog, because if you do a family blog or even a vlog like on YouTube and stuff, you can actually travel and like review different places, and you would of course get paid to do that. So of course, I'm like, I get paid to travel? No way. Let's do that. We did look into it, but we just haven't. It's a risk, because in order to do that, of course, you know, you can't be working like Jason is, and if you're not working, then you don't have that steady income, which can be scary, since my unique business isn't where we can afford that yet. Yeah. Well, and I think the biggest thing is just doing it. Back in the day, when they had Yahoo 360, I would go and I would do blogs all the time. Like every day. Before I had Joey, before I got married, I was definitely... Okay, those aren't even. Why is that not even? Why is this irritating me so much? I apologize for coming on so late tonight, you guys. Joey is really been working hard on school, and been just helping him and trying to do stuff behind the scenes. Like a bum. I hear that. This look is going to be intense, I have a feeling, so just prepare yourselves. I don't know why. This isn't even my favorite fairy, but I'm like really excited. What are you going to school for? It's hard. It's hard going to school, and you have at least one kid, don't you? Or do you? I went back to school when Joey was, how old was he, Jason? 4 or 5? 6? Well, no, he had to be like 7 because I graduated in 2017. But I went back to school, so he would have been 5. Yeah, see? Oh, your kid's school. That too. See, I went back and went back to school. Jason's going to school right now, and then Joey of course, is homeschooling. But when I went back to school, Joey was going to like public school, which was, I know it's hard when you have a kid to do college, but it's doable. But if I was going back to school and then Joey is homeschooling and Jason's going to school, it's like, you're gonna need like 50 million planners. He's going to school for construction. He wants to learn construction. And because we want to own a house someday. So it will behoove him to learn some construction, and that way we don't have to hire out to fix stuff. He can fix it in-house. If that makes sense. So we're excited. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go in with palette 4 just because I don't know what'll happen, but we're gonna see what'll happen. No, you know what? Not palette 4. Not palette 4. We're gonna go in with Thankful because it is bright blue. It is the shade that I want. Stay open. Stay open. Okay, yeah, this is definitely better. So I'm trying to kind of do like a wave effect. Just, you know. I do bold looks, but I don't do looks like that very often, and I want to try a cut crease, you know, do the whole yeah. Eyebrows are going to be blue. I haven't decided what shade, probably Thankful, but I don't know, because I don't want them to take away from the eye. I want them to match, but I don't want them to take away necessarily. I need to go in with some more pink. Joey, you did not get some of these brushes clean, baby.
I tried.
I know. I know. What was I looking for? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. A pink. If I could just do one palette, just get everything on one palette. Of course, these colors actually go in my big palette. But they're not there because I took them out. Never put them back. I think this is Hesitant. This light pink. Like a light baby pink. It's a little bit darker than Discreet. Exactly. I have a 25 palette that is full, and then I have 2 other palettes that have color. No. I have 2 other palettes. One is empty, and then one I started putting colors in that I just got off of Amazon because it was cute. Do you need help, Lovey? Okay. You're a rock star. You're freaking awesome, kiddo. You will lead millions. I love you too. What does he say? You will lead millions willingly. Or by force, is that what Dwight says? Something about about when Angela has his kid and he says, "You will lead millions willingly or as slaves." I think that's what he says. Y'all like The Office? We like The Office over here. I don't know why I put my mirror down. Mirror, that's right. Okay, we're going to try with Thankful and we will see what happens. I'm all about a colored brow. Why is that not a thing? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I had Jason take a picture. Jason or Joey took a picture of my hair a long time ago. We were standing outside, and it's incredibly long. Yeah, because I was gonna post it because people seem shocked at how long my hair is, because I always have it up because it's so long, and if I leave it down, it gets in the way. Fun fact, I've actually sat on my hair before. Does not feel good. It does not feel good. The one-browed lady. If you're really, like, running out of time for Halloween and you just have to have, like, a quick costume, just do one eyebrow and do it, like, in black or, like, really dark, and you can go out, you be the one-brow lady. That's it. I'm the chick that didn't have enough time to finish her makeup, so she's late for work. That's who I am. It's actually really pretty. Also, fun fact, all of our pressed powder shadows, and I apologize, my shirt is kind of dirty. That happened earlier today, and I forgot, so. Our shadows, especially like the blues, which is available, this Thankful is available. It was out for a while, but it's back in stock. You can use it on your hair to create like streaks. And of course it's safe, so like for your kids, or if you just want something like for a party or something that you don't really have to commit to, it washes right out. Even with like makeup remover wipes, it'll come right out. No big deal. Takes a minute to get the color in there, but less time than you would spend dyeing your hair, for sure. But if you're gonna do that, use dry hair, don't use wet hair. It won't take in wet hair, I don't think. Okay. See, I got palette 4 out, and I'm like, aw. I don't know what color to do for the inner corner. Unagi, okay. Unagi. We are gonna do, well, should we do green or should we do purple? No, I'm gonna do purple. I know, I asked you guys and I was like, nope, I'm gonna do it. What's the point of asking? think that definitely adds something. See, I have to be careful with purples because there was one time I got a purple shadow and it was a red based purple, and it was kind of dark, and I put it on my eye and my mom goes, "Did you get a black eye?" And I was like, "No." Well, it looks like you got a black eye. I was still convinced I could make that shadow work, but I don't think I ever used it much after that. Because I do believe you can use about any shadow, it's just about how you use it. Or probably more importantly, where you use it on your eye, but... she's very mysterious, the water fairy. I actually did that one time. When I did Harley Quinn, I put the blue, the Thankful. I used, I think it was Thankful and Ambiguous in my hair. It worked. There we go. What do y'all think about that? Oh my goodness. Okay.
Mom,
Yeah, babe.
another quiz. I only got one wrong.
Oh, that's awesome! Way to go! On that, was that on math or science?
Science.
Good job, Joe. I'm proud of you. Alright, so I have a dark blue or I have a light blue for eyeliner. I have a dark blue or I have a light blue, and I'm feeling I'm going to use the light blue because I have some plans for the dark blue. Did you just nick my pencil mirror? Rude. This is a color called Polar. Look at how pretty that is. It comes back on Black Fridays usually. I don't think it did last year, but I got this one on Black Friday. It's really pretty. I don't use it enough. I love the effect tight lining gives, but I don't always love applying it. It doesn't hurt or anything, it's just what you're doing, it feels weird. These pencils are actually the softest that I've ever used. They're amazing, but sometimes my eyes don't like it very much. Alright. Look at, I actually have quite a bit of that left. Save it. I don't use it very often. So y'all are lucky. Just kidding. Why is my hair uneven? You go over here. You, okay, then you split in half so that it looks symmetrical. Alright. I'm going to do regular face primer today. Maybe. There it is. Oh, well. That happened. I got way too much. I'm gonna have to go through and wipe some of that off. I was squeezing it and it just right out on my finger. I gotta wipe stuff off. Why, thank you. I forgot to sprinkle this video while we are waiting for the primer to do its thing. Y'all on Facebook too much? Because I feel like I'm on Facebook too much. I definitely feel like I'm on Facebook too much, but I see all of my friends, not all of my friends. So my friends posting that they're gonna get off Facebook, and there's more to life than Facebook. And while I do know that, when you run your business on Facebook, and that's your primary, you know, where you operate your business. I mean, there are other platforms, but the main one is on Facebook. Like, I can't get off Facebook. What you talking about? Okay. So I use regular primer. I'm going to use a spray. I know I've used the heck out of it this week. But it's really good. So we're going to keep using it. And also, the spray is probably the most waterproof out of all of our foundations. If you know, do the spray foundation on and you set it with setting powder and setting spray, you'll probably be good. I mean, of course some of it's going to come off. Nothing's perfect, but you know, it's not magic foundation, but my spray is actually running out. I have to get more. Look at that. Look at that coverage. I mean, you can even tell this side has a good layer of foundation. This side, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more. So what are you most excited about for Halloween? And are your kids, if you have kids, well, okay, it's a two-part question. If you have kids, are you going to be going out trick-or-treating? And if you don't have kids, are you going to be handing out candy? Or doing something for the children? I know the CDC put out that thing today advising that we don't do Halloween. And I'm like, well, but if they can go to school, and we just had a Census Bureau person come to our door, like, how do they get a pass and then kids can't just go to the door and get candy, which is pre-wrapped? You know, of course, nothing like homemade or anything, but like pre-wrapped candy. What? I don't understand. See, that's pretty cool. You do a haunted house. We have some local ones. I might take Joey. He hasn't been old enough to go. And we usually have an event at our zoo. But with COVID, I don't know if they'll do it. So if they don't do that, then maybe we could take him, see if there's any haunted house or something. Kind of sucks because Jason is finally off on Halloween and can take Joey. And I'm just afraid that there won't be a lot of places doing anything. Like, I understand, like, with trunk or treats and stuff like that, but I'm like, the candy is pre-wrapped. We don't really accept homemade goods unless it's somebody that we know. I mean, we would accept them, but he would never eat them. You know what I mean? Like, we teach Joey to be gracious and just, you know, say thank you, but then mommy and daddy will get rid of it. Just in case, you know, there's all those things you see around Halloween about warning about CBD and marijuana and edibles and stuff like that. It could happen, but that's not really my biggest concern. My biggest concern would be like poison or something like that, or like razor blades or whatever. Wow, this life took a turn. Anyway, always check your kids' stuff. Just a little sidebar. Okay, so I think I don't want to use that brush though, because it takes 2 days to dry. For real. I hate washing big brushes because they take so long to dry. And it drives me nuts. Okay, I went to the darker blue of palette 4. Which could be a mistake. We'll find out. You know. But even if it is a mistake, you know what we're going to do? We're going to adapt. We're going to adapt. We're going to change. We're going to go with the freaking flow, sisters. And misters. Got a really, really good idea, and I don't want to say anything on here because I almost said it. I don't want to say it because I may or may not be doing another look that is kind of similar to a water fairy. You guys ever have trouble winking? Just like try to wink and it comes out all... Alright, I think we've put enough color on there. Oh, I said I put enough color on there, and then what did I do? I went back in the pan for more color.
It's complete the second science.
Good job, Joe.
And now we only have...
The 7 things in math.
Yeah.
Get it, Joe. You got this. Yeah. You get it done tonight. You can get up tomorrow morning. As soon as they open, you can go to Walmart with Daddy and pick out a 2-liter. And I just did it again. I just went back for more color. Okay. Oh, I gotta stop. Blending is your friend. It is your friend. Put the brush down. Because she's a fairy, we're going to do highlight. Just do it. Just do it. I was scared to go live, and I did go live. I just didn't go live very often. And then I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm tired of being afraid. And if I'm so afraid of going live, then I'm going to go live 5 days a week. So I started going live Monday through Friday, and my butt was in front of this camera. Phone. It's a phone, not a camera. My butt was in front of this phone going live 5 days a week. I started in my recliner, and then I was like, you know what? It would be really having my makeup in my lap and off to the side of me, and I was like, you know, it might be really helpful to have my makeup like in an area. And we had a desk that we weren't using, so I'm like, I'm gonna make that. Hey, Miss Melissa, I saw you reacting to that Karen post. I saw that. Did y'all see that video that I shared about the Karen for Halloween? Anyway, I started out, I was in my recliner. I get sidetracked so easy. ADHD. But I started in my recliner, and I had my makeup on my lap, and the computer was on my lap, everything. And it was okay. But then I decided to have like an actual area where I went live, so that my makeup wasn't sitting on the floor, so that it couldn't, you know, with a little child, it gets knocked over, it gets stepped on, they get into it. You know, so we moved it over here, and now I have a little setup. It's not the best, because my desk is also the catch-all. I work from my recliner most of the time, but my desk is the catch-all. So, you know, you walk in, and if you have any mail, it gets put on my desk. And you're like, I don't know where this goes. It goes on my desk. That's apparently where it goes. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. All right, setting spray. I do so many now because it doesn't always want to spray, so I want to make sure that I get my face covered. My hair is thick and it's long and it doesn't want to stay up, and it's driving me nuts. Get a life, please. Thank you. What's going on? Hey, Ashley. I don't know what's going on anymore. Okay. This is the Epic Twisted. Two wands. Magnifique. Oh, I don't like that. Setting spray on my lips. I don't like that feeling. It doesn't burn or anything, it just feels gross. I don't like it. Jason, you're helping him, right? Okay. Jason's my math guy, so when he's home, I'm like, get your math done. While you have somebody here to help you. Because I can help you. But not as good as Jason. Oh, I love that. Look at all that separation. You guys can't see it as well as it is in person. There you go. Look. Sorry for the view up my nose. If you see my brain, just check it for me. Oh. Okay. Why you gotta try it? Time for Learning is so picky. Joey gets so frustrated because some of their math, like, they want a very specific answer, and when you type it in, if it's not exactly what they want, they'll count it wrong. Even if it's like you just, I don't know, misspell a word, or you forget a decimal, or you forget like a dollar sign, they count it off. And I'm like, really, Time for Learning. Count that wrong, but you don't ever miss a date. Taking that payment off my card, do you? No. As if those are the same things. I don't know. Okay, hang on just a second. There we go. So, fun fact, I went live on my personal page on Monday, and that, like, okay, tell me, you guys, if you go live, tell me if Facebook did this to you. But I ended the live, and then Facebook asked me, do you want to, like, said next, and then there was a picture of a trash can, and I'm like, that's new. I've gone live on my business page quite a bit and never had that happen, so I'm like, okay. And then you hit the next, and then it says delete after 30 days or never delete, which I'm kind of like, never delete it. Hello? I know not everybody feels that way. You know, sometimes we go live and we, you know, maybe you change your mind later and you're like, I don't want it to stay up. I want it to disappear after a certain time. Or you don't go live for business things and you don't care if it gets deleted, whatever. But I post links to my lives on my with the photos, the looks that I do. I like to link to the live, so if you guys want to watch it, you can always watch it. It also helps me never lose a live, right? So if I want to re-reference it or something like that. So Monday, after I got done on my personal page, then I got that message and I was like, okay, well, I'm not down for that, so I'm going to go live on my business page. I did the same thing last night. It asked me the same thing on my business page. So now I'm like, well, shoot. Because my only issue with that is, okay, if I accidentally hit the trash button on a live that I want to save, I'm going to be real upset. And I've heard that Facebook can fix stuff like that, but I've heard that they're very not willing to fix it. And then I messed it up. And then I messed it up. We'll fix it, but I gotta put the wand away. Put the wand away. And that's really my only thing. I totally understand why people would want to get rid of it. I totally understand. You know, that's your prerogative, your business, whatever you want to do, you know. But for me, just doesn't make sense, you know. You know? I think I used this one for the other one, but we're gonna just go right in here. Well, it was pretty until I messed it up. I accidentally got mascara on my upper lid.
Beep, beep.
You okay? Sure? Okay. Alright, now we're going to use the darker blue. Sorry, I got quiet. I gotta focus. I'm coloring in my lip, so I can't really talk that well. Lesson 2. Well, how long do you have till?
To get done with it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I should have texted somebody to find out if I just needed to get the get started stuff done in 2 days, or if I needed to get the whole course done.
It's starting your program. The whole course.
Then I've got until tomorrow at like 6 in the afternoon, I think.
Wow, okay. Okay, we're going in with palette 4, this color right here. No. we're going to try a new trick. You doing okay, Joe?
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to try Thankful here. Blue lipstick would obviously be better, but I don't have that. So we are working with what we have. Not bad for a water fairy. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Tomorrow is going to be something different. I wonder if you can guess what it is. I think that's pretty good. Pop, like, she actually has blonde hair, but if you could do like blue hair too with it. You could do whatever you want. But I love you guys so, so much. Most of what I use can be found on my website, which is beautifullyfearless.com. I do post looks on my personal profile. I have an album, Halloween 2020. I have Halloween 2019, Halloween 2018 as well, if you want to check those out. I appreciate you watching so, so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, friends.